Long have we waited for the day that was fated. Even after getting baited, Pokemon Home has updated. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, finally we can transfer our beloved creatures to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and today I'm going to be covering every single Pokemon that can now be imported to Paldea, as well as some bonus rewards and details you might not know about the highly anticipated Pokemon Home update. So if you guys are excited, don't forget to smash that like button, and let's get right into it. In case you don't know, Pokemon Home is an app you can download for free on the Nintendo Switch or Apple/Android store that lets you transfer and store Pokemon from all the main series games and the mobile game Pokemon Go. Even though the app is free, you can only store up to 30 Pokemon with the basic plan, and there's a whole bunch of extra features you can't get unless you pay $3 a month for the premium. Now, I stopped paying for Pokemon Home a long time ago and nearly fainted when I thought I'd lost all my old Pokepals. What happens to your Pokemon? You lose custody. Gotta pay $3 to get back custody of my kids right now. Hey, all my Pokemon are back. Now you're probably wondering, what's the big deal with this new update anyway? Well, with that not so cheap price tag and the uncertain future of cloud services, a lot of people prefer keeping their Pokemon in a space that won't disappear one day. On screen right now is a graphic of every single Pokemon and form you can now bring into the latest generation. Later in the video, I'll be showcasing all these Pokemon in action, but if you want a checklist to make sure you transfer every Pokemon possible, check out the link to my Twitter in the description where I'll be posting this same graphic for you guys to download. Alright, we're in here, and we should now be able to transfer Pokemon to and from Scarlet and Violet. I only have 91 hours in this game. That's rookie numbers compared to my 265 in Pokemon Sword. Look, Nintendo, I don't know where I got this, okay? Clearly, I'm not the OT, so why the heck not? Let's dump it into this box, and a little TM symbol pops up. But you can actually change its moves from within Pokemon Home now, which is pretty cool. So there's all of the moves that it can learn in Scarlet and Violet. Now, there are certain legendary and mythical Pokemon that you can't transfer specifically from Go into Scarlet and Violet unless you've encountered them from another game first. For example, I have this Rayquaza here from Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire and can transfer it into Scarlet and Violet just fine, but if I try to transfer this Rayquaza from Pokemon Go, the game won't let me, saying it hasn't been obtained in this save file. Also, what happens if we bring a Greninja with Battle Bond? You know, the ability that turns it into Ash Greninja? I'm pretty sure that's no longer in the game, so we're back in Paldea, boys. Okay, now this is epic. Wait, Greninja still has Battle Bond. What? When the Pokemon knocks out a target, its bond with the trainer is strengthened. Oh my god, they changed Battle Bond. Let's knock out this Psyduck and see what happens. Okay, it's definitely not transforming. And there it is, the Battle Bond triggers, and all of our stats are raised. Wait, that's insane. Well, actually, Battle Bond used to be way more insane, as instead of just raising stats, it was pretty much like a Mega Evolution that also powered up the move Water Shuriken. So on top of no longer giving us that unique transformation, this ability is also technically weaker. Before I forget though, there's a special gift you can only get in the mobile version of Pokemon Home, the 3 Paldean starters with their hidden abilities. This can only be done on the phone version, because that's the only one that has Mystery Gift for some reason. So after you've linked Pokemon Home to Scarlet and Violet on the Switch, hop on the mobile app and tap this little circle at the bottom, then tap Mystery Gift, and boom! Another interesting thing about this update is, I believe for the first time ever, you can actually send newer Pokemon back to older games, as long as they existed in that region. For example, say you caught an awesome Lucario in Pokemon Scarlet and never got around to playing Pokemon Legends Arceus. Well, you can actually send that same Lucario back to Hisui via Pokemon Home and use it in your Legends playthrough, though obviously it won't be able to terrestrialize or anything. Yo, it's there! Level 75 Lucario made it all the way from Scarlet and Violet into Hisui. And the description will say it just comes from a distant land. Dude, the sound effects in this game are still so good. Like, man, low-key makes me want to play it again. Here's a chart of all the games you can currently use with Pokemon Home, and the ones with arrows going both ways are games that you can transfer back and forth from. Man, all this talk about Pokemon and Home, makes me think about the true home of Pokemon. Now, I've always wanted to visit Japan and experience the people, the nature, and the food that inspired so many of these beloved creatures. And thanks to today's sponsor, I can at least try one of those things without having to go across the globe. Summer is finally here, and this month, Tokyo Treat is taking us on a snackation through Japan's culinary capital, Osaka. Now, this one I'm extra excited about, because it's orange. What can you tell me about Osaka, Karen?
They have a lot of great food. The people are really funny and friendly, and it's different.
And they have bourbon? You know I had to go for the chocolate first. But these are special because they're kind of like a mini chocolate-filled donut. Why does his hat say bourbon though?
Oh, it's the company.
What? Oh my god, takoyaki!
That's gonna be.
I love takoyaki! Oh my god. Oh, I miss takoyaki so much. They really do taste like takoyaki. It's
You
crazy.
do, that's weird, yeah.
And to wash it all down, we got some melon soda from Kobe. Here we go. Whoa. Last time, the apple cider from Kobe was like probably my favorite thing in any of these boxes. Kobe does not miss with the drinks. Oh my gosh, this is a 10. Yo, we got orange Kit Kats! I have to show off this one. Okay, orange Kit Kats, I see you. While Tokyo Treat offers contemporary snacks you might find at a Japanese convenience store, Sakurako delivers more traditional delicacies made by local Japanese snack makers. And this month's theme is mochi and fruit marvels. Well, considering it's mochi month, we gotta go with some mochi first. The treat is wrapped in an edible oblate paper, ensuring your hands stay clean. Oh.
It's sticky.
Oh my god. Dude. Let's go for the biggest package in the box, the Momo Kibidango. I know you shouldn't play with your food, but this is something satisfying about this. Dude, immediately just a burst of peach flavor in my mouth. Last but not least, we got the Shine Muscat Jelly. They look like earrings. And as usual, Sakurako comes with a nice, elegant piece of glassware. I definitely opened this wrong, but oh my god. There's something fun about just having the jelly in your mouth. But also it tastes delicious. Let's try out this month's tea. Genmaicha with green tea. Ooh.
That's hot.
This one's just straight up green tea, but it's some quality green tea. Like, you can see as soon as we put it into the water. Whoa, what's this? Little Pikachu plate and notebooks? Oh, so you can win these Pokemon things if you snap a picture of your Tokyo Treat box. So be sure to sign up with the link in the description, and don't forget to use code MUNCHING to get $5 off your first box. Thank you again for sponsoring this video. Man, that was delicious. Would you look at that? Seems all my precious Pokemon have been safely transported into Paldea. So let's have a look at them in-game now, shall we? All of the legendary birds and their Galarian forms can be caught in Pokemon Sword and Shield's Crown Tundra DLC. I gotta say, they look pretty awesome. The feather textures seem to have been updated, plus the fire on Moltres is looking a little bit crisper. I'm curious about Zapdos's running animation too. Oh, that's nice. Can he keep up with Koraidon too? Not quite on Roadrunner's level, but we got the legends of Hoenn, Groudon, Kyogre, and Rayquaza, who seems to be spazzing out a little bit. Look at the scale texture on this dude. That looks awesome. Just overall, the model is really nice compared to how it looked in Pokemon Sword and Shield, at least. Maybe if we get on Koraidon, it'll run at a better pace. Ah, there we go. But it can't fly with us? What the heck? Now it also has the Dragon Ascent signature move, although the animation isn't quite as epic as it was back in the original games. Also want to see what these Pokemon look like when they're terastallized, so let's go for it. Rayquaza with the balloons on its head. Oh my god, that looks so goofy, bro. I can't. Of course, we got the OG legendaries Mew and Mewtwo, which you can transfer over from Pokemon Go, Sword and Shield, or even Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu. They're available in like pretty much every game. Mewtwo still got access to his signature move, Psy Strike, and Mew is cute as ever. Next, we've got all the legendaries from Sinnoh, including Heatran and Cresselia, which is a bit of an oddball because she can be transferred over, but Darkrai can't for some reason, or Shaman for that matter, since they all appeared in Legends Arceus and Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. But speaking of Pokemon Legends, as you can see, we've got Dialga and Palkia in their origin forms, and Giratina, but you know, that one's appeared since Pokemon Platinum. Nothing really new to see here. You're probably wondering if we can switch these Pokemon back to their regular forms, and the answer is most definitely yes. If we take away the orb, Poochie will transform back to his regular form. Gotta say, I definitely like the origin form better, but more importantly, what do you guys think of those nicknames? I really like the way they did Heatran's texture too, how the sunlight shines off the metal bits and it also has those pores of magma that kind of glow. And who can forget the god of Pokemon himself, Arceus? In case you ever wondered what it looks like when you terrestrialize God, well, there you go. The animation for Judgment does look a little bit nicer when the camera is locked, but still not nearly as epic as it did back in like Brilliant Diamond or something. Now, for the Pokemon that have special forms that can be triggered with a held item or key item, I believe you can buy all of those at the Porto Marinada auction house. You just gotta get kinda lucky that the item pops up. In fact, I managed to get one of Arceus's plates, the Toxic Plate. I'm assuming at this point, most of you have got insane amounts of money in this game, so just bid the max amount and you should be able to win the auctions pretty easily. If you don't see the item you're looking for, you can save your game and go into your Switch settings and forward the date by 1 day, and that'll reset the items at the auction house. And it looks like the items did change. We got a Pixie Plate now. So if we let Arceus hold it, it will also change form. Fairy type Arceus, man, that looks so dope. And it stays in this form even outside of battle, which is extra awesome. Also from Sinnoh, we have the Lake Guardians, Uxie, Azelf, and Mesprit, who appeared in both Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and Pokemon Legends Arceus. But specifically in Legends Arceus, they got a new signature move that you can now use in Scarlet and Violet called Mythical Power. And you'll see a pretty nifty animation there. The legendaries from Pokemon Sword and Shield are also in, including those from the DLCs. Right now I just have Calyrex and his loyal steeds, but Kubfu, Urshifu, Regieleki, and Drago can also be transferred to Scarlet and Violet, but no Regirock, Ice, Steel, or Gigas, which is kind of interesting. Like, I'm not sure how they decided which legendaries got to be in the game and didn't. And the cover legendaries Zacian and Zamazenta are extra special because outside of battle, they appear in their regular forms, but with the Rusted Sword and Rusted Shield respectively, they'll transform when in battle, but revert back to their regular form at the end. Now, because the Tower of Waters and Darkness are no longer available in Paldea, you can instead evolve Kubfu by using a special key item that you can also get at the auction house. Scroll of Darkness will of course give you Single Strike, and Scroll of Waters the Rapid Strike. I never realized the two Urshifus look the exact same. Like, one of these is Rapid Style, the other one is Single Strike, but you really can't tell. Oh yeah, look at that giant fist on his head. Give him the wicked blow! Yeah, still not as cool as back in Sword and Shield, but definitely better. And you might have noticed I've also got the Reins of Unity here, which is the special item you can use to fuse Calyrex with its loyal steeds. So let's use that. Again, the animation for transforming is super quick. You just hops on the horse and you've got yourself a brand new move too. Calyrex on his horse has gotta be pretty fast, right? But can it keep up with Koraidon? No, it cannot. Now, if you want to unfuse Calyrex, you got to go back to the key items, use the Reins of Unity, and make sure you have an empty slot in your party so that Spectrier can go back in. Let's check out the fusion with Glasstrier now. Horse is just as slow, if not slower. I mean, with those big old hooves, I don't blame you. And as if its hat wasn't already big enough, thanks to terrestrializing, we can put another hat on Calyrex. Again, the animation's not nearly as crazy as it was back in Sword and Shield, but at least the moves are still in the game's code. I believe every single legendary still have their signature moves, except for one special occasion, which is Eternatus and its Eterna Beam. So if you select it, you just can't use it. I'm assuming because that move was kind of unique to Sword and Shield story, and now that we're in Scarlet and Violet, we don't want Eternatus stealing the spotlight. But you can still use its other signature move, Dynamax cannon, which looks absolutely insane when you terrestrialize it. Though there were plenty of Tauros in Paldea, you can now transfer in Kantonian Tauros, which looks kinda sick next to all its Paldean brethren. And it now also has access to the Raging Bull attack that I thought was a Paldean Tauros exclusive. Every single Hisuian form from Pokemon Legends Arceus can now be transferred, including the starters, which look really awesome with the texture updates, though Typhlosion seems to be missing its flames. Oh my gosh, you're getting really close there, bro. Thankfully, this is not the case in battle, where you can see Typhlosion's beautiful glowing flames. And that of course goes for Decidueye's triple arrows and Samurot's ceaseless edge as well, which I believe has been slightly updated since there's no more strong and agile style. It now leaves behind spikes on the field for enemies that come in. It's crazy that they showed off some of these Hisuian Pokemon since before Scarlet and Violet released, and it's just now that we're able to get them in our games. Besides for the Hisuian forms, you can also transfer over any Pokemon that appear in the base Scarlet and Violet and have Alolan or Galarian forms, which is basically just the ones you see on screen here and their pre-evolution. You see this gang of Slowpoke right here? Well, I bet they've never met their Galarian cousin. Alongside Slowpoke, we also got Galarian Slowbro with its shell sidearm, and Galarian Slowking, which interestingly has 2 signature moves in Scarlet and Violet. Besides for the Eerie Impulse it got back in Sword and Shield's Crown Tundra, Slowking in Scarlet and Violet can learn this new move called Chilly Reception, which sets up hail and then switches you out. Let me know if any of you guys had heard of this attack before, cause I had honestly never seen it until making this video. A bunch more starter Pokemon can now be transferred over, including those from Generation 6, Kalos, Chestnut, Delphox, and Greninja, as well as Gen 8 or the Galarian starters, Rillaboom, Cinderace, and Inteleon. Though I'm not quite sure where my Cinderace went. Did he fall off the cliff or something? Oh my god, now I've fallen off the cliff. Great. Oh, and okay, oh. Yep, there's Cinderace. Of course, some of these starters were also made available through Terra raid events. If you missed out on the first ever raid event, the Unrivaled Charizard, you can now transfer one over from Pokemon Go, Let's Go, or Sword and Shield, though you won't be able to get your Gigantamax Charizard, of course. Man, after playing Breath of the Wild for so long, I gotta wonder what went wrong with this game. Also from Hisui, we have the Legendary Genies, or Forces of Nature, I think is their official name. Landorus, Tornadus, Thundurus, and of course, Enamorus, who seems to be catching a nap right now. They're all in their Therian forms right now, but with the Reveal Glass key item, which you can also get at the Marinata auction house, you can change them all back into their incarnate forms. Always hated on these Pokemon for having essentially the same sprite back in Gen 5, just recolored, but they actually look a lot more diverse now in 3D with their like more unique models. And if you transferred them from Pokemon Legends Arceus, that means they'll have access to their new signature moves. I always found it weird how all the other ones get unique dual typings, but this dude's just flying. Next, we have all of the mythical Pokemon from Generation 6, or X and Y, and Meloetta for some reason. I'm really curious how they decided which legendary/mythical Pokemon to include, because it seems a little random to me, like all the mythicals from Gen 6 are in, but only Meloetta from Gen 5? Also interesting to note that alongside Diancie, we've got Carbink, further cementing the fact that these two are linked despite not being evolutions of each other. You can change Hoopa's form using a key item called the Prison Bottle, which you can get in, you guessed it, the auction house. And finally, we have Volcanion's Steam Eruption, which is no longer its only signature move, as it's now the only Pokemon, I believe, that can learn Scald, the water-type move that has a chance to burn its target. As for Meloetta, it of course has a special transformation too, but it can only be triggered by using the move Relic Song in battle. So let's check it out. Unfortunately, it can't remain in this form outside of battle, which is kind of a bummer because I really like the design of it. Once the battle is over, it'll go back to its normal and psychic, whatever this form is called. And there it is, Meloetta's Pirouette form, which makes it a normal and fighting type. As far as I know, the last time Meloetta was available was in Ultra Sun and Moon through a Wi-Fi event, so I guess you would have had to transfer it all the way through Pokemon Bank to home, and now Scarlet and Violet. Last but not least, we have a couple more Mythicals with alternate forms, Magearna, which I believe is technically from Alola, and Zarude, which you can get in its regular and Dada form. Oh my gosh, that animation is adorable. Are you kidding me? And it goes into a Pokeball? Oh my gosh. I believe this red and gold version, called the original color Magearna, is only available as a reward for completing the entire Pokedex in Pokemon Home, which I definitely did. Regardless of which Magearna you got though, its signature move will be Floor Cannon, which is a fairy type special move. One last set of Pokemon I nearly forgot. We can now trade all of the different Pikachus with hats. I think I got mine back in Sun and Moon and just left them in home, but now they're all truly home here in Paldea, where they can run around and be cute with each other, or just fall asleep. That's what these picnic Pokemon do best. There's still one final surprise in this update, and it comes in the form of...
How about roaming form?
It's actually been in Pokemon Go for a while already, but I haven't caught one yet, so I figured it would be a fun way to wrap up the video. Tap on your profile in Pokemon Go and navigate to Postcard Book. I have one! Tap the icon with the 3 bars and select Send to Nintendo Switch. Oh, it's working! The postcard's been sent! Yay! Look at that! We get a thing. Okay, well that doesn't matter. What matters is, in Pokemon Go, we got the coin bag available. Open it up in the item bag for a mysterious effect. Anyone else have this problem in Pokemon Go? Anyway, let's scroll down to the coin bag, tap that, open it up, and I have a sparkle around me now. I think I might need to go walk around for Gimmighouls to actually appear, unless I get lucky. Wait, I swear I saw one earlier. Oh my god, did it disappear?
A few inches later.
Can't believe this game made me go outside, but I see one. Oh, are you freaking kidding me, man? Good thing is we still got 20 more minutes. We gotta get at least one Gimmighoul to pop up in these. Oh, okay. There's one right at my feet. Okay, there we go. It's tiny. Aren't they all tiny? I mean, it's Gimmighoul. Wait, is that really a roaming form though? Yo, look at that. Gimmighoul in the Dex, number 999. Yes, they are now in my home. So we gotta put them in Scarlet and Violet. Now, one of these Gimmighoul, the higher level one I believe, is the tiny one I just caught, while the other is just regular size. So we'll see if this actually makes a difference in Scarlet and Violet. That is pretty cool though, seeing regular Gimmighoul following behind you as opposed to just hiding under the table. I mean, I kind of see a tiny difference, but it could just be that one was closer than the other. Considering one is supposed to be extra large, the other one extra small, I feel like the difference should be more obvious. And I believe that is every single Pokemon you can now transfer to Scarlet and Violet thanks to the Pokemon Home update. Let me know if I missed any down in the comments below, but I'm pretty sure that was it. But just in case, I'll show the graphic on screen once again of every single Pokemon that you can transfer in. Don't forget to check out the sponsor Tokyo Treat and Sakurako in the description if you enjoyed the video and want to support your boy and get yourself some delicious Japanese snacks. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.